Welcome, welcome, my darlings. Parents, too. We're here from days of yore. And welcome to family, dear friends, past colleagues. I thank you, beyond thank you, for coming this evening from all over the U.S. and France and Canada, Keith and Jennifer. Now, to begin, being truthful, I know it's been on your mind this last couple of weeks. I wonder what it'll look like. I wonder what condition he's in. Wonder how old he is. Well, Kevin Hortense, who can't be here tonight because of the marriage of his daughter, wrote me not too long ago and said, "You must be 101." So there we are. Along with joyously welcoming you to, here, I also welcome my dear family who's here. They're very theatrical, by the way. My dear baby sister Diane and her good husband Tito met 50 plus years ago on a production of Guys and Dolls. Diane was the principal Adelaide, and Tito was a gambler. Big Julie. Was it Tito? Yeah, Big Julie. And then there's my not so theatrical brother, Carmen, and his wife, my dear, dear, dear Rosemary, yay Rosemary. Carmen, Mom was not a stage mother, but she loved to see us on stage. I have another sister, by the way, who could not be here tonight, but she was a great singer. And Mom just loved seeing the three of us on stage. Not Carmen. But one time, he was about 6 or 7, and he was going through a horse phase. Everything horses. So Mom said, "Carmen, what would you like? Is there something you'd like if you do this show?" And he said, "A pony." She said, "Fine, we'll get the pony." So I staged a number for him and Diane. They did it, it came off very well, and comes for the time for the pony. "Mommy, where's the pony?" "Oh, I'm at a pony ride." Carmen was not happy. And Mom started going gray a little early, and he started telling her, "You're just a gray-haired woman. You promised me a pony, but you said now pony." It took a little while, but he got over it. On top of that, I have my wonderful nieces, all very, very theater goers, avid theater goers, and I have to stay in front of this, don't I? And they're good husbands. And then there is my grandnephew, Christopher Bruno, and Carly, my grandniece. They are 13, but you can't count how many shows they've been in so far. They have just are crazy for the theater. Kavanaugh with a C. And Christopher Bruno, who not so long ago, Christopher did the Gene Kelly role in Singing in the Rain. Tap dancing and all. So there they are. Oh, and there are 2 more back home. 2 more. 2 grandnieces, 9 years old. Angelina, Christopher's sister, and she has been doing shows for 2 or 3 years now. And then Zoe Arvanitas, who at 9, is crazy mad about dance. So crazy about dance, although she goes to a proper dance academy, she has to choreograph her own numbers. She's not happy unless she does her own dance. So that's a theatrical family. By the way, you like this costume, don't you? Yeah. Mary Jo did the tie, and one of the, is Elisa Scully here?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, it was her mother, Barbara Scully, some of you know her, did the sweater. Doing what comes naturally is what I do, and she printed that on the back. Let's remember, my dears, that this all began 51 years ago. And so I hope to affectionately take you down memory lane of some of the stories that came to me, and I hope that you'll enjoy them for you and your good work. In the time element, we're dealing 1967, some of this has been said already, to 95, so many stories in 54 shows. Some of this you were involved in, and some will be new to you.
Not really.
But having you here, I truly regret that I can't spend the evening with each and every one of you, so we can kind of get acquainted again, but that's absolutely not possible. Because of the holiday weekend, too, many of your compatriots have not been able to come here, your weddings and anniversaries and travel and whatever and so forth. But right now, we're here, and that's all that matters. I truly admit that recalling things now at 101 has become a bit of a problem. So forgive some blurred moments. To describe tonight, for me, is like Dorothy going through the door to Munchkinland, full of wonder and surprises and fantasy. All seems sort of like a rainbow dream. I really mean that. Years ago, when the Tarrytown paper was the Daily News, one of the reporters called me and said, "I heard about your drama department. Could I come and interview you?" And I said, "Fine." Well, she interviewed me, several of you. She interviewed the principal, superintendent, and said in her column, "It's a whole love thing in Irvington Drama Department." And I was so pleased. By the way, it still is. In the area, it still is. So now I'm going to do something and play a little Tricky Mickey on you.
Oh.
Tricky Mickey. When I was 5 years old, and Mom took me for my first dance lesson, I was known as, I got to be known as cute little Mickey Penta. And then I started getting it. And then I was getting pretty well known in the local area. And one of the newspaper columnists wrote about one of the show, Tricky Mickey was up to his tap dancing tricks again last night. Oh. I could do some spectacular things, I guess, when I was about 12, 13, 14 years old. So that was the Tricky Mickey part of it. And then when I reached my early teens, one of my dance teachers, or rather her husband, who was a writer and director, and several years later went on to win 2 Pulitzer Prizes, he thought it was time I should have a real stage name. It looked as though I was going to be going into show business, and he thought, let's come up with something alive, zippy, snappy. So he presented to my mother, not Tricky Mickey Penta, but Mickey Pickles.
Oh!
Used to be my stage name, Mickey Pickles. So when Mom came home and she presented it to my dad, in his own inimitable fashion, he bellowed like nobody else can, "What in the hell's wrong with Michael Penta?" And so I was reborn, Michael C. Penta, forevermore, and no more Mickey. And so with this Mickey, Tricky Mickey status, I return specifically to you. Because what I want to do is, although tonight the focus is on me, I want to turn that to you, to celebrate you. And that perhaps over the years I didn't say and compliment you enough for all your good and splendid efforts and talent. Our shows have great praise and accolades, as you remember. And truly we've been an envy of other schools. So much so that I'm trying for years to do an exchange program with some of these high schools in the river towns, whereby we go to see their shows and they come to see ours. I was told directly and bluntly by they call them in other schools drama coaches, they didn't want to exchange with us. I was told by the coaches that they couldn't match what we did. So they didn't want the kids to see what we were doing. I was disappointed because the exchange would be lovely. My point of mentioning this, though, is that you should know that that reputation was not because of me. In truth, it was you guys who carried it through and made it what it was, doing everything that was required. You sang the songs, you did the dances, including the ballets, which in other schools were cut or minimized. The earthy Oklahoma ballet, the poignant carousel ballet, the exquisite, dignified, lovely King and I ballet. We did it all. And there were others in other shows too. But those dance sequences you handled. But I gotta tell you what I hated most about you guys. I really hated it. Was when we did No No Nanette and Anything Goes and George M. There you are, clicking away those tap dancers. And I was sitting in my seat with my feet going. And when we rehearsed, I could do it with you, but I couldn't in the performances. Oh, I really did hate you. But not only were there the performing part of it, but the scenery and the props. Early on, you made that with me. And the stage crew shifted the scenery so smoothly and also proposed splendid ideas for set designs, as specifically did Janice Stork, Susan Doza, Nell Stifel, Doug Fox, Edie Doza. True, I may have led the way through all of this, but please remember, from the musicals to the heavy plays that we did, some of them were from Greek tragedy to Neil Simon. We did it all, but you carried it off. Forgive me, but I should have told you that more. More often than perhaps yelled, hollered, screamed less. I may have gotten heated up. No, don't laugh. But sometimes with more than 100 of you in the musicals, it was a bit daunting, indeed. And so I'm thrilled to tell you now how extra wonderful you really were. Along with getting the magic of theater right, I also wanted so badly to instill in you that theater was and is a religion to me. And I wanted you to feel that. Everyone wants this for his or her religion and doesn't want it to be corrupted or malpracticed like high school productions. And they're just wrong. In the film version of The Sound of Music, Rogers wrote a new song called I Must Have Done Something Good. That's how I feel tonight, but you know what? The good in that was you. That was what it was all about. Well, let's stop for a minute, and you may want to know, some of you do, how I came to Irvington. Yes. In my early days, I never thought about high school. Oh, God. But when I was attending Columbia University, working on my thesis, a theater professor of mine said, "You've got to go into educational theater." And I said, "Absolutely not. No way." And he was my advisor, by the way, through my whole master's thesis on kabuki theater, by the way, Japanese. But he never stopped prodding me. Please go that route. And I said no, and don't say it again. I remember getting nasty with him. But here's where fate entered. Because Dr. Kozelko called me into his office one day, and he said, "I've got something you've got to do for me. Not for you, but for me. Woodlands High School in Hartsdale is looking for a director from the Columbia Drama Department to direct Guys and Dolls." he said, please, will you take a chance? He begged me to do it. And I thought, well, at the time, the Equity Call Board was absolutely blank. Nothing was happening for weeks on the call or for auditions. So I thought, I gulped, I hesitated. I thought about it and then took the plunge. When it was done, I was a changed person. It was a wonderful experience doing this. By the way, there was a loving mother who wanted to help me and do the choreography for me. I think I might be able to handle that thing. Not too long after that, I went to the director of the Columbia Placement Center and formally registered. And very soon after that, the placement director called me and said, I have a position for you, for a drama English teacher in Scarsdale High School. Well, I knew something about Scarsdale, not much, and I remember Frank Lesser's lyrics. Sky sings to Sarah, you have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type. I thought, I didn't know much more. So I went up for a most somber, staid, dreary interview, and was told very directly that an occasional musical might be nice. But really, they preferred operettas, Shakespearean plays, and the music department did nothing but classical music. They didn't go into musicals music or popular music. So I thought, well, it's not a full drama program, but when in high school am I going to get a full drama program? Now, I was supposed to teach English too, but I was certified to do that, but something didn't click. If you could have seen the superintendent, though, sitting there, oh, God knows. As a matter of fact, where's Kathy Bonham? Kathy, didn't you say that you had friends in Scarsdale?
So I met somebody, I was an apprentice at the Cape Cod Melody Tent in Hyannis one summer, and met someone at Scarsdale High School who invited me to their production of, I think it was Blithe Spirit. You probably remember better than I do. And so they did this production, and I remember the walls shaking as the ghost is, and things falling off, and you know, you could see that there were people behind the wall shaking it. And then I invited him to come to King and I, and he was absolutely bowled over, couldn't believe.
He said, we don't do anything like that in Scarsdale. Cheeky. So, not long after that, I heard about Irvington, and I said, absolutely not. No. I thought it meant Irvington, New Jersey. And then they said, no, this is in Westchester, near Hartsdale and Scarsdale. Maybe I'll go up and see. And also the director in the placement office said that they had Dr. Sanborn was there then, and he was our fabulous, I mean, visionary, fabulous superintendent. He was so fine. But from his office came a note saying, the world will be at his feet. And I didn't know what that meant, and the director didn't know what that meant. But I thought, sounds pretty good. So after meeting Dr. Sanborn, who said to me, quite quickly and directly, that he wanted a real, all-encompassing theater program, including dance, if I could dance, and I said, yes, I could dance. And he wanted it done by a theater person, not a volunteer who teaches like physics and does, then volunteers and does the shows. No, he wanted it to be real. And so, in 10 minutes, I took the job. I mean, Dr. Sanborn said, it'll be yours to do whatever you want. I give you free hand to do whatever you want. In Scarsdale, only an occasional musician. So we were done. And by the way, Irvington's pretty well off, but Scarsdale, we always think it was a lot of money. Dr. Sanborn offered me $3,000 more than Scarsdale because he said, you're going to be using your theater background and your dance background, and that will come into play. And I said, thank you very much. Wow. And actually, although it sounded too good and too frightening, you know the rest. Over the years, I now and then thought about that statement, the world at his feet, wondering what that could possibly have meant. And now, along with your being here tonight for this event, I finally know what it means. It means tonight. With your being here for me and my being here for you, bless Dr. Sanborn and his theatrical vision for Irvington. Administrators like that, you've got to know, are so rare. When I finally retired from IHS, no administrator felt it important enough to continue on with my specific program. And it became once again a volunteer thing. And it's been up and down that way, being a volunteer thing. And no drama or dance classes being taught at all. As for the actual shows, you will recall that I sat in the audience for every single performance we ever did over 28 years. And I truly Sorry?
Pencil in hand.
And I delighted and so proud of what you did. Well, sometimes it was. And now remember what I said, what you did. I didn't do it. When everybody says to me, that was you guys who did it. Please know that. So you'll enjoy this scenario. Mr. Wormley, my first principal, came to me the week of our first show in November 1967. And he, in a very gentlemanly fashion, said to me, as though I would understand, Mr. Penta, how many chaperones will you need this weekend? First show. I didn't understand what he was talking about. So he explained, well, you can't let the children, the kids, stay alone during the performances. You have to have teachers watching them backstage and so forth and so on. And I disagreed with it. And I said, no chaperones. And he got heated up about this. But kids can't be trusted. I answered, we must give them the opportunity to be trusted. We must trust them and just can't assume they're going to be untrustworthy. He would not take no for an answer. So I made a deal with him and he accepted. I said, I'll tell you what, do it my way this show. And then if it doesn't work, we'll do it your way. And he said, fine. 54 shows later, we never had any chaperones.